We're gonna use the good old percentage health damage thing here. And I have this stroke with Nora Snow Globe, Sword of Salvation on Battle Collapse, and that's all about artifacts. We're not putting anything more because we want Deathstroke to actually get killed. And he's also gearless. This might be a bit of an overkill, but we'll see. Clones should be fine. Okay, she blocked. That happens usually if you try to continue the special one while the enemy is in the corner. Okay, he's done. Destro get in there. Oh, I should have left some of the gears because I got like some gears that actually have some crit chance, but not much in terms of defensive values, and the crit chance does help me with power generation. So maybe we should have left that on. Oh, it's fine, it's gonna only impact base Deathstroke and we can always tag in for power generation. Yeah, I think that will be the last tag in required. Yep, we're done. Now we get the clones in there. Yet again, I know we're done when you see a significantly lower value compared to the other values that you did with Deathstroke. Oh boy, the clone is taking some serious damage. This might not be good. Oh, this is not good. This is really bad. And she blocked there. Boy, do I love fast blocks after jump attacks. They're my favorite. This clone might have a better time here. Yeah, it's fine if she doesn't do those weird jump attacks that take away all my health. We can survive for a bit combo and chopping in the corner. I guess I could have put a level 1 Puppet of Zatanna on a trust just to have just a bit more health for the clones. I mean, the passive stats don't get directly transitioned to the clones, but their stats depend on Deathstroke stats. Again, this is a 2 billion fight, so the goal is above 1.4 mil damage for this thing. If we get above that, then it's very successful. Oh boy, he's not done yet with the percentage health. I guess the first clone dying was not too big of a deal, because this barely had time to finish the things it was meant to do. But yeah, I think it's above 1.4 mil. It's not 2 billion. 1.33 is fine. It's fine. It's not really 2 billion. We're going to attempt to kill this man with Brainiac plus Grodd. Grodd's gonna have Beta Club, Brainiac's gonna have Puppet of Zatanna. And I'm not sure we can kill him because he's high on health. We don't have the highest passive stats possible. Level 6 Puppet of Zatanna and level 1 Puppet of Zatanna. And this man, Green Lantern characters for this team specifically aren't really what I would call a convenient opponent to fight. Okay, hopefully now Brainiac can keep the infinite power. Come on, man, you had such a huge head start, don't let us down. Just keep it. 4 more stacks, you can do it, my man. 2 more stacks. 1 more stack, keep it. There we go, good boy, good boy. We got it very fast. Even super moving there. And now we should do some corner push. While he's blinded also. Now we do infinite combo. Combo and chopping this man is just not gonna happen. Okay, 30 mil, I saw 30 mil there. 35 mil. Okay, this man is dead. This man is gone. This man stands absolutely no chance of doing anything here. Though those might have been lucky values. Looks like it sells at 17 mil on average. 18 mil. So those values still look fine, because we got a huge head start in this fight, because it worked well with Brainiac, he didn't lose the infinite power. But yeah, I don't know what was up with those 30 mil values. I think it was a lucky strike because we got the empowered hit that happens every 5 hits on the swipe, and that also crited and lethals. That's the only way I can kind of explain that. Now we're getting crazy unlucky with 5 mil values. Come on, man, you can do better than this. There we go, 17 mil, back to 5 mil. I can't really control it like this. Like, if I was to combo interrupt and I saw a big value, I would just roll with it and try not to reset it with the swipe until it's run its course, but I can't really when I'm playing like this. I think we're fine. It might be a close one, depending on the luck that we get. Also, I haven't messed up the Grodd infinite combo so far. That usually happens at least one time per fight. And he's not gonna be able to kill us. He's gonna do absolutely no damage, but it's gonna be very inconvenient to push him back to the corner. So hopefully we don't mess it up. And yeah, it's gonna be a close one. Maybe not a real close one? Nah, it's gonna be a real close one. Come on, man, you can do it. You can do it, Grodd. There we go. Not a real close one. We still had 4 seconds left, so that's plenty of time. But yeah, glad we managed to one-shot here. This man is annoying to fight. So let's put into practice the strategy that I came up with on the main account. On the secondary account, let's put it into practice on the main account. I was surprised by how much damage we can get out of the God Killer here in situations like this. Like, obviously, you'll get far more damage from Dark Metal cards, far more damage from the Crown of Conduct on Battle on the Drowned. But there's some situations where you can't constantly combo interrupt the enemy. And there's people who simply can't combo interrupt at all. So God Killer is a very, very strong alternative, actually. Far better than I was expecting at the start, because even though it's gonna give you less damage, like your damage with Dark Metal cards and Crown are gonna be so much higher when you're at peak efficiency with them. But when you're not, the God Killer is basically gonna force you into peak efficiency. Oh, we got infinite power already. That's good. And we lost it. Bro, and we were so close to maxing out the percentage hull damage too. Okay, we're done. We might as well do some more percentage hull damage while we're here. And we lost it again, boy. Super move since we got the infinite power here. See, it's only 13 mil. It is only 13 mil, and usually this thing can go with the proper artifact setup all the way up to, with if Zatanna's there, all the way up above 20 mil easily. But I wouldn't be able to get into final form. I would barely get to see final form or transformation or however you want to call it in this fight, because I can't combo interrupt this man. And he's annoying. He's gonna have a long animation on the special 1 and annoying special 2. He's gonna jump a lot, and jumping sets them up for using a special after they do that. So I would struggle 90% of the fight to generate the crisis energy to get there. Also, I messed up here. It was my bad. Come on, man. As I said, he jumps a lot. Hopefully the fight outcome will not be influenced by that mistake. But yeah, in our fights that mistake would have been fatal. I'm lucky that this man didn't do much damage here. I think if we get into crisis form like 2 more times, he's gonna be dead or getting very close to dying, and I can assure you we will get there 2 more times before this fight ends. But that might not be enough, we might be just a bit short. Okay, we can get... I think we can get into Final Form one more time before the fight ends, but it's not gonna be a long duration one. We're running out of time. Might be like... 5 seconds, please? Yes. Yeah, it might be enough. Come on. No! I forgot that animation was so long. We might have been better off with basic hits. No, he's gonna revive with 1 health, because if you finish him with a special, and by the time the counter is not over, he's not dead, but he dies afterwards, you're not gonna get the kill. I think if I continued with basics and did not do that special, he would have been dead, but I underestimated the duration of that Underground special one. We're gonna go with League of Anarchy here. It's kind of sad that they are kind of in the spot of a cleanup team at the moment, but they really aren't pulling their weight lately. I have Dark Metal cards on Harley, just because I think it's enough to one-shot here, and why not? We've kept using Crown of Conduct, let's see what Dark Metal cards can still do. But yeah, they're in a very bugged state now. Even more so for iOS, so I'm complaining on Android, imagine that. Also, we might as well get Super Move out of the way. Okay, that's done. Now we just need to generate power for some special 2s. I was not expecting to catch her with that swipe. Chill. Okay, let's get her ass in the corner. It should be no problem. Okay, that's good. They're doing fine, but not as good as they should. I think this second will be the last. Maybe not, though I'm not gonna tag in again, I'm just gonna combo and chop her. Oh, that was exactly enough. So yeah, that's the cleanup League of Anarchy here. Okay, so I stole this team setup from Knife Fury. We're going to have Black Adam here, dealing some percentage hull damage, and then we're going to get Zatanna in there for some percentage hull damage, and then King in there with Puppet of Zatanna to do his Infinite Third special loop. Knife Fury is able to deal 2 billion damage with this, and I was wondering how much I could do myself because I have far lower level artifacts than he does. But still, let's see how good this team is. Also, a mistake from the start, I shouldn't have opened with Black Adam because he would need to get tagged in at the start of the fight so that we get his percentage health damage on tagging. So it's not too big of a deal. Okay, that's done. Zatanna, get your ass in there. No free special, that's fine. Again, no free special, come on, man. Guess I should have cycled in Black Adam because he's got Sword of Salvation. Oh, I had the free special one, my bad here. Okay, we're done with the damage buff, but we still have some percentage hull damage to do. Already not going well for me because this is taking far longer than it should have, and we haven't managed to trigger the Zatanna infinite power. Oh, he jumped over it. That was bad. Okay, we're done. King, get your ass in there. You have the infinite power already. Yeah, this will not get even close to dealing enough damage for me. I can tell you already from now. Still a good team setup. But we're not gonna get even close to killing this man. $5.1 mil, that's nice. 5.2. Depends on how many damage buffs you're going to stack from the puppet of Zatanna. Damage against targets, negative effects against the target, actually, not damage buffs. We do get attack buff from it, and that's also gonna somewhat fluctuate, though that attack buff is going to be relatively meaningless in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, but we're not even close, my dudes. Not even close. Good team, nevertheless. Okay. That's as far as it goes for me. Are you kidding me? I even did a worse job. How is this unusual gameplay, my dudes? Bro, that's cringe, not gonna lie. Okay, so let's take a look at the man himself using the team as a comparison to my fights. And by the way, check out Night Fury. I'll put links in the description and pinned comment to his channel. Amazing raids and soul raids channel. You're missing out if you don't subscribe, like for real, my dudes. So he's got Implant Sacrament here with Puppet of Zatanna at level 10. And as far as the bonuses on Puppet of Zatanna go, he's gonna have damage on a second. Not gonna be too relevant. That lethal attack damage might help a bit. Gonna have a level 10. The other artifact in this is Magic Sword that gives you max stats pretty much. And Zatanna's gonna have a level 8 Puppet of Zatanna, so it's only 2 levels away from being a maxed possible passive stat team. So look, my attempt was a valiant attempt. Like, he's working with the maxed out stuff pretty much. Let's get into it. He's gonna fight Boss Supergirl here. She's gonna be crit resistant. So if this can one-shot this, doing 2 billion damage, then it can do 2 billion damage to something that's not crit resistant and even have a ton of time left. The idea, as I said in my video too, in my fights too, is to deal the percentage health damage with the other 2 characters as quickly as possible. And then use Puppet of Zatanna King, because the percentage hull damage alone of this team is going to leave the enemy pretty much at a reasonable point for Implant Sacrament to actually pick up the pace from there and do what needs to be done. And I know technically is not Implant Sacrament doing 2 billion damage. It's more of a combination of this team doing 2 billion damage, but he's just the perfect fit in this team and he can definitely do enough. Overkill here on Zatanna, like he's done with the percentage health damage, he's done with the damage buff, so Zatanna did far more than she needed to do, but I guess he wanted to have enough negative effects to pretty much guarantee King that he will not have any trouble here. So he's doing swiping to 1 hit. That's a bit different from my gameplay because I did swiping to 3rd special. No, he's back to that point as well. I guess swiping 3rd special is the most optimal thing. And on 2 hits you actually get 10% damage increase from the combo, which is nice. So he's at 11 mil when the special actually crits. And 20 mil with a bit of combo builds. Though building combo, I mean, I don't think it's a problem for him because his Puppet of Zatanna is just amazingly high level. and he's always gonna apply negative effects, but for me personally, I kind of need to spam that special in order to keep at 10 Puppet of Zatanna stacks. And boy, like, it's gonna be a lot of time left on this match, even considering the crit resistance that Supergirl's got. Though he's getting most of the crits, at the very least a reasonable amount of them. Doesn't even feel crit resistance at this point. Ah, never mind, I spoke too soon. It still feels like an average 75% crit thing. Though I think Puppet of Zatanna negative effects actually remove crit resistance, if I'm not wrong about that one. I think they do remove crit resistance, I just never paid... Actually, Zatanna negative effects. Never mind, I think Zatanna negative effects remove crit resistance from the enemy. So that might be the reason why he's critting normally. Let me know in the comments if I'm right about this. So yeah, crit resistance on the enemy is kind of gonna be a no factor here because of Zatanna most likely. There's gonna be a second fight in this video, and if you wanna see that, go ahead to this channel, subscribe, show some support. Thank you so much for watching, like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye! I wanted to stop the recording and I pressed play on the video instead. Bro, room temperature IQ moments, not gonna lie.